Hello and welcome to the latest episode of my Knitting and Creative podcast. My name is Instagram is August Hart and I'm coming to you from Birmingham, England. So I did just accidentally wake baby up, so hopefully he's going back to sleep. So apologies if this ends up being recorded in two sections, but he appears to have settled, so I just thought I would crack on. I've just recorded my autumn inspiration plans video, so I'm wearing the same outfit as that last video, which is my Bilbo vest by Thread and Yarn in Merchant & Mills linen, and I've quilted it with some calico on the back and Shishiko thread. The buttons are Merchant & Mills as well, and I made the bias binding with the same fabric. And I'm wearing a hacked Anthea blouse dress by Anna Allen, so it's the Anthea blouse with the skirt spliced on, but then I put more darts in the top to put it in because it was just too big for me. And I think there are fixed cuffs on the Anthea blouse, and I did elastic because I just find that more comfortable. But yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. Sorry if I have slightly frantic energy. I'm having one of those days where things aren't really going to plan and I'm just trying to make the most of the day. So yes, and I'm having all the autumn energy, all the inspiration, and I haven't really slept in about 4 days. And for once it's not the baby's fault, it's just me. I don't know why. So yeah, if my energy is a bit wild, that's why. I've only had one coffee, so there we go. Probably gonna feel the crash later, but I am excited to share it with you. So I have one knitted finished object, technically two actually, but I didn't knit the whole of either of them. A little bit cheating. One knitting work in progress, some spinning finally, and a sewing project. So technically two, but it's kind of one. So we'll start with the biggest finished object. And that is this jumper. I probably am still going to sew a label or do something on the back to make it clear that it's the back. And it's this Icelandic jumper, which I cannot pronounce the name of. The details for everything will be below, and I've knit it in Letlopi. And I knit this with my mum. She knit the body because it's knit bottom up, so it's just a stockinette tube for the body, which I cast on and did the ribbing for her, and then she just knit round and round and round and round and round. I didn't even bother putting a stitch marker for the beginning of round on it. I just said to her, can you knit until it's a certain amount of centimetres? And then I did the sleeves and joined it all together and did the colour work. And so this was requested by my godmother as a Christmas present, so it's made in plenty of time. So after taking some pictures, I'm going to do something to make the back obvious, and then I'm going to pack it safely away for Christmas time. And I feel really happy knowing that I've made this for her and that she'll love it. So I did knit it a bit longer than the pattern asks for, because that was her request. And it is Letlopi, but the darkest colour is actually Gilliatt by Durham Natura, because the yarn I ordered wasn't the right colour. I would have liked the grey to have been a bit darker. Unfortunately, the colours are quite close, but I think I messed up a little bit with my colour ordering when I ordered my colours, sadly. But hopefully there's still enough contrast there. In real life, maybe it's more obvious than it is on screen. I don't know. But that was my main finished object. It's a really nice pattern. I've knit it once before in the same colours for my mum, and she loved it, and that's why my godmother asked for the same. So it was a relatively quick knit because I had so much help. And I have actually asked my mum if we could do the same for my partner for his 40th birthday. Not this pattern, but if I picked another bottom-up jumper that was Aran weight, then maybe she could help me knit him a jumper, because I think this size actually would probably fit him really well. So we could even do this but without the colour work, maybe, and just do it plain with a bit of texture, maybe. I might get him to try it on and see, because I think probably it would fit him quite well. He's very tall and skinny. So yeah. My second knitting finished object is a bit of a fraud, and it's this little jumper, because the only thing I did was the neckband. So my mum can knit, but she prefers to knit flat. So this is a basic kids jumper knit in some thrifted Rowan felted tweed. that I found in a charity shop, and so she knit all the sections, stitched them all up, and had some of the stitches on hold, and I said please could I do the neckline in the round, because it would just make it look much neater. And so she said that's fine, and it was like a, I don't know, 20-minute job, and it really finishes it off. So unfortunately I don't know what the pattern is. It was some kind of free pattern on the internet, probably not the best. I think knitting things in the round is better, but my mum insists it's a modern way that we young people knit in that makes things harder than it needs to be. I disagree. I think it's easier, but you know, whatever makes her happy. So this is for my little one. It might be a bit big on him this winter, but hopefully he'll still wear it in an oversized kind of cute way. So yeah. And then my knitting whip is another kids project. And I'm really pleased with it. It's this colourwork jumper called Little Ginger. Can't remember the name of the designer. It's a pattern in French, so I'm really sorry if you don't speak French at all. I mentioned last time that I speak French badly. And I actually thought it'd be really hard to follow a pattern in French, and it's not. It's fine. If you understand and have knit a few jumpers, because you know what to expect, you know, separating for sleeves, casting on underarm stitches, yada yada yada, like it's kind of obvious, so it's fine. Do you cast on underarm stitches for a top-down jumper? Can't remember. But anyway, so I finished my sleeve decreases. I've just got to knit a little bit more and then do the cuff and then do the other sleeve, and it's finished. So yeah, this is also some Rowan felted tweed secondhand, some Raw Wool Company yarn from my advent calendar, and then the orange and the brown is some John Arbon minis. And it's apparently for a 2-year-old, so he's not going to be able to wear it anytime soon because he's only 1, but again, maybe he'll wear it in an oversized way, but if not, it will look totally beautiful hanging up on a hanger in his room, which, if I'm honest, is the motivation for the woodland theme for the jumper, because his room has been decorated woodland themed. So yeah. And that's my knitting. And breathe. I've also been doing quite a lot of cooking, so hopefully I can share some footage of us plum picking or making something with those plums somewhere in this video. I've been trying to get into the cozy spirit, and as part of that I decided I was going to pick up spinning again. So some slightly modest spinning sharing with you, but all the same I'm going to share it. And that is this. So this is some fibre from Hilltop Katie, which I spun ages ago, and most of it I plied together, and then for some reason one of the bobbins had loads left. So that probably means my spinning was really uneven, and so I chain plied it badly. But I wanted to practice chain plying. I think there's a bit of a knack to it. Some bits are done quite well by the looks of it, and then some bits are just really bad and ropey. So I don't know what I'll use this for, if anything. I just wanted to learn, and it was left over on a bobbin, and once I've taken this off it means my bobbins are then clear and I can start my next spinning project, so which I shared in my autumn plans video. I'm just checking the baby's not waking up. I think he's gone back to sleep. So yes, so the next thing to do will be to skein this up, soak it, and then dry it. So, for all of you spinners out there that might be watching this, can you please tell me why it's preferable to wrap this onto a niddy-noddy rather than onto a skein winder? Because I have a niddy-noddy, I haven't worked out how to do it yet. For everything else so far I've just put it on my skein winder and then washed it from there. And I don't really understand why the niddy-noddy is preferable. I'm sure there's a reason. I'd love to hear it if you feel like telling me. Complete novice here. I've only done maybe 2 or 3 braids worth of spinning, So, but really excited to pick it back up and spend some more time working on that. And then my last project was my sewing project, and it's using some fabric I've been saving up for ages. This is some Merchant & Mills linen called Noreen Blouse, which I bought to do the inside of my Wixton unfolding jacket, but decided it was too beautiful to do that with. And I was really umming and ahhing, and because I've been wearing my checked bob pants all the time, and my really short cream Ashton top, I decided I would make both of those things from this linen. So I have here a Ashton top. So I have modified this the same as I did with my oatmeal linen one. I have raised the neckline at the front. I have dropped the neckline at the back just a little bit, and widened the shoulders just a little bit so that my head can still get through. And I have significantly cropped it. So it's got a much higher neck and it's much shorter than the pattern is designed for, to give this kind of cropped boxy summer top. And it's a shape I really like to wear. I have a couple of Ashton tops, one in a pink check linen and one in a yellow check linen that has the lower neckline, but the normal length. And I am actually umming and ahhing about cropping those too. With that one, and I think with my linen one, I didn't cut the fabric short. I actually just did a really deep hem, which you can see more on the oatmeal one. And I think it gives it kind of quite a classy, sort of expensive look. And so I could just do that to the others and then unpick it if I decided that I didn't prefer them that way. But I think I probably would get a bit of a permanent crease where it had folded under if I kept it like that for any length of time, and perhaps also where I then restitched it. So I don't know whether it'd be that reversible. But I don't wear them that often, so part of me is thinking maybe I would if I did do that to them, because I feel like the shape is better rather than it being tucked into something. That kind of boxy, cut off, like loose look would be good. But then I don't feel comfortable wearing something that short to work, so maybe I wouldn't wear it that much if I couldn't wear it to work. But then I only work part-time, so do I care? Like, as in, I do care what I wear to work, but maybe I'd wear them enough in my free time. Or maybe it's good to have a variety of shapes, I'm not sure. But anyway, I then also made some bob pants. And these also have a little label in the back so I can tell. And so this is a style arc pattern. Yeah, no mods, just straight up as the pattern is. And I've been wearing them to death. I haven't worn them together yet, because I'm not sure I'm a matchy person. To me it'd feel like secret pyjamas stroke maybe actual pyjamas, and I'd feel quite self-conscious. But I have been wearing the trousers a lot with the cropped oatmeal Ashton top, and I think I've worn this with my jeans. I haven't worn this many times yet actually. I really need to make the most of it before it gets too cold. But I know next summer I'll wear it to death, so it's not a loss. But I do need to get it out and wear it some more before the weather turns, definitely. But yeah, so that's my set. I've never made a matching set before. I think people look really cute when I see them in matching sets. I just don't know if it's for me or not. I'm still trying to work that out. But yeah, that's what I've been up to at the moment. I think I've shared all the modifications. The bias binding I've used is an Atelier Brunette bias binding. It was a viscose one, and to be honest I didn't enjoy using it. It stretched quite a lot. I think it'd be good for like a stretchy jersey fabric or something, but for this it drove me mad. So I'm not sure whether I enjoyed that process or not. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, that's what I've been making. Yeah, are any of those on your current make list? Let me know. I'd be interested to know if you've been up to anything similar. Yeah, and hopefully I will be speaking to you again soon. I have a new sense of energy at the moment and I really want to capitalise on that and make the most of the creative drive that comes with this time of year. So yeah, thank you very much and speak to you soon. Bye.